This is the Orion 14VDT combo unit consisting of a 14-inch curved CRT television, a video player and a DVD player. Right now I've got a VHS tape running, so we can tick that off the list that's working, the VHS part. Quite often when you get units like this, the DVD player tray stuck or the laser's shot on it, or the VHS player chews tapes or won't eject or won't insert, but luckily all three are working right now. Turn that down a little bit. Cartoon from the 90s, a bit after my time. Today we're going to try out various things. Of course the consoles will be hooked up, that goes without saying. There's the tape we've got playing T-Rex, The Adventures of T-Rex. We've got He-Man on DVD, which is Region 1. This is a Region 4 player built into this TV, but I think it'll play Region 1 in any region for that matter. Blade on VCD, just another test for the DVD player. An MP3 on a CDR and an original audio CD to test out the various capabilities of the television. I don't have the matching remote. I've had to resort to the universal remote, and even still I can't find the correct combination. I can get partial compatibility, but not full compatibility, unfortunately. If we go down to the front of the television, it's very generous with its button amount. Channel up, down, volume down, up, fast forward, rewind, record, stop, eject, play for the VCR side. On the DVD side we've got play, stop, eject, fast forward, rewind, power on, off, infrared receiver. What's that on one? Oh, that's your master on. Oh, it looks like we've got two. Sort of like a standby and a master switch. Yeah, master and a standby, a bit unusual. We've got AV over there. I suspect that's AV1. MP3 compatibility, presumably off CDR. Let's go around to the back and have a look. A couple of carry handles in the top. There's our label. Notice the 4. This 4 symbol indicating the DVD accepts Region 4 DVDs. We will test that out. Model number again, 14VDT. Then the all important, I haven't already mentioned, this has Scart. So really that's the sweetener, that's the best thing of all. And everything else is a bonus, quite a nice bonus at that. Output, audio left and right, and digital audio out as well, finally RF in. We're going to see if we can see if that'll take RGB, no doubt. We'll see if composite video is its own input on the front. I suspect the VCR and the DVD are separate inputs again, so we're looking at 4 to 5 inputs if you count RF in there, 5. Let's check it inside. Interested to see what the actual chassis model number is, if I can find it. Pretty small chassis, wide but not very deep. Tube is a actual Orion, not a Panasonic like the other little Orion I reviewed. The little 9-10-inch Orion with the DVD player built in. Check out the review, that was a very good unit, and I'm hoping this one will perform as good. That had a Panasonic tube, but we'll see how we go with the Orion. This thing's got 2 speakers, it's stereo. Samsung printed on the speakers. I won't go any deeper inside into the DVD or VHS player. That'd be quite a big job. Quite a big job to get down into those layers. This chassis, I can't really find much on it. PAL CCAM's written on the board, TMC565A. That may be in focus in the center of the screen. Also we have a couple of trimmer adjustments, a couple in light blue, again at the center of screen. One's for vertical linearity and another is for vertical position. When it comes to these combo units, you've got to think in terms that the DVD player is actually a separate DVD player that's been pushed inside the television as a whole, often having its own menu system, its own font, its own background, so it looks a little displaced in comparison to the rest of the TV. Same with the VCR in principle. I'll open the tray up, push that one. So I've got one of Laura Branigan's CDs, artist of the 80s, testing the CD player capabilities. Door shut. You can hear that spinning up. Audio CD, it's detected it. and there's the track list, and I'll press play. We'll probably get a copyright strike. That's okay, you've got to do what you've got to do. We can turn the volume up. Righto. So there's our CD, that's fine. Take that out. Now we'll test things a little bit more by using a CDR. That's got an MP3 on it. Oh yeah, got a disc symbol on screen. Scanning. There's Tenebrae. I'll push play on that. Sees a folder, recognises the MP3. What will it play? Let's, come on, there we go. Definitely a copyright strike on this, I've had that happen before. We'll push forward. Oh, I can't fast forward it. Anyway, there you go, MP3 works on a CDR. Compatible with CDRs, compatible with MP3. Let's try Blade on VCD. Not unusual for DVD players to play VCD. Okay, it recognises there's a disc. It's spinning up. Oh, incorrect disc. So I think we can say it's not compatible with VCD. This time we'll try He-Man. This is definitely a region 1 disc. I put this in my iMac and it came up with a region change option because it doesn't like to be changed from region to region much. You've got limited tries in what you do. So it's definitely region 1. This unit's a region 4, which matches Australia. At least it's advertised as being region 4. So sounding promising, it's fairly going. DVD, it recognises the disc. Oh yeah. That's proven. It's not region sensitive, thank goodness. Thank you, Orion, for keeping the player region free. Getting on to the gaming side of things, we've got a PAL NES hooked up via composite video into the front. The front is AV2 on this television. I'll make sure to go 2 ducks this time with the zapper. Looking good, isn't it? No surprise. I think we can conclude that light zappers, light guns, work on this television. NTSC Sega Saturn via composite video. As you can see, it's here in black and white. It's not displaying in colour. This was an issue with the little Orion in that previous video. The big problem I've got is that I don't have a full functioning remote. I'm using the universal as I showed earlier. I can get to this point, but I cannot scroll up and down. I don't have those up and down keys. I can go further into things and I can change left and right values, as you see that ascending number, but I cannot go up and down. I need to go into system setup or TV setup to at least get a chance to see what I can do with the system, with whether I can go PAL, CCAM, NTSC. So it's a bit undetermined, the capability of the TV, but what I'll do is I'll hook in the pattern generator and see if we can glean any further clues. Pattern generator's hooked up, NTSC M, NTSC J, that would be like what the Saturn was using. NTSC 4.43. Colours look a bit weird though. A bit off in the colour there. Again though, I can't get into the menu system and change tint or anything like that. While we're at it, we may as well look at this crosshatch pattern. Not too shabby. PAL, so the colours are fairly normal there. PAL M, PAL N, PAL 60, and CCAM. PAL and CCAM are covered well, however, still remaining undetermined without being able to go into the colour system menu of the television, assuming it's got one. One other little detail I should add is that in the brochure for this range of Orion televisions, the VCR side of things on this model does have NTSC playback on tapes. That's not to say the rest of the TV can do it. Anyhow, let's move on to Scart now. Sega Saturn Japanese running once again, this time in Scart RGB, which is AV1. AV1 is the Scart connector on the television. It's on that now. It's definitely in RGB. Probably running a little bit too rich for my liking. Ken's a little bit too orange, a little bit too bright, but not too bad otherwise. Unfortunately, I can't get into the menu system properly because I don't have the remote, to reiterate that. So I can't really fully evaluate the television as it is. However, it's Scart RGB alone, and I'm sure that if you tuned it a bit more, you get a pretty good picture. So on that alone, I would recommend the television. I'll turn it down just a wee bit. You've got built-in DVD player, you've got built-in video player, quite a few features, a very modern television, should last you for a while, i.e. electronic components won't wear out as quickly, it's not made in the 1980s or 70s or anything like that. This television was part of a range that Orion pushed, as you can see in the brochure here, with the mindset of travelling, using recreational vehicles, caravans. They wanted compact units, all-in-ones, ease of use, and also 12-volt usage. Many of the models can be run on 12 volts. Most importantly to us, we gamers, is the Scart. Most of the TVs here have Scart, including the LCD, so that's why I look out for them. Orion's been a good brand for providing Scart televisions to the Australian market, a bit like TIAC, cheaper brand, but often providing Scart RGB sets, which is a godsend to us all. Let's be honest about it. So this Orion, another good one, not fully tested, but if you see it, you'd be crazy not to pick it up. If you saw it on the nature strip, of course you'd pick it up, because you'd have a good, at least a good RGB capable set. I would have loved to have waited to have got the correct remote, but I've got very little time these days to make videos at all, so I prefer to get out some content to you, the viewers, and I hope you've gained something from watching the video. Stay tuned, plenty more to come again in the future. Thank you for watching.